What's going on, everybody? Holy crap, he's streaming again. Hey, hi, there's my ugly face. Hi! We're here, we're streaming. There's actually gonna be some gaming today. Who knew such a thing could happen? It only took forever, right? Just a little while. So tonight we're gonna be playing Starfinder. The group that I've been advancing through some Starfinder Society scenarios. And I apologize in advance for the lawnmowers and all the background noise and all the distractions and all the fun. It's just as much fun for me as it is for you. And thus, therefore, heretofore let it be known, so as, and so forth, that we're going to be streaming. And it's going to be pretty cool. I've got things set up on Discord. We're playing on Roll20. We're using the Starfinder RPG system. And there's people. We have people. So tonight we are going to roll out some baseline stats for all of my multi-corps. Because there's lots of big corporations. In the Shadowrun campaign setting, they're called megacorps. But they are 10, and there's a lot more stuff involved there. So we're going to be creating a corporate war metagame, and for those of you who might be interested, I'm sure all of you, the corporate war that I've created is very much inspired by Hyper RPG's metagame for their Shadowrun Corporate Sins series, which was great and lots of fun. And so we're going to try and recreate that in the background of the campaign. In the foreground of the campaign, the group they've been doing Starfinder Society scenarios, but there's also been some other events that have happened in between all of those, and contacts that are made through the adventures, but that are elaborated upon. And so we're going to be continuing that arc. We've got one more adventure module that I would like to put them through, and they also have a lot of things going for this corporate war campaign that ties into the metagame. And without further ado, we're going to get into it. So, I'm here. How's it going?
Welcome back, Mitch.
It's going good. I need Apollo's character.
Yeah.
To Jordan S.
So.
I made it. I still gotta get completed, but I literally just walked in the door.
Okay. That's not a problem. Alright. So, Galvin. Jordan. Save changes. Also, he doesn't have a token. It just throws down his picture. But whatevs. Okay, so you should be able to mess with that now. So, last we left off, the group had been given. All right, let me step back. The group joined the Starfinder Society as a means of going and doing things and getting paid for doing so. As part of that, they were sent to Akaton for multiple reasons, including to make some contacts for the corporate market, the population of people that are involved in business. And in the process, they were given a contact named Mary Speltzig, who they were to meet up with, and they went to her apartment in the city of Maro on Akaton, and found her deceased. She had been murdered in her own apartment, and all of her computers and electronic devices had been taken. And they followed up with that by going to the police because they were questioned. They were actually considered the first suspects. And then once they were able to be written off as potential suspects, they were deputized because they don't have a blemished record so far. And being deputized by the Akaton police in Morrow, they were asked to do one specific mission, which they then got paid for. So this was just what was wrapped up in the last one. They were given a set of coordinates out in the desert. Anybody who has seen the map of Akaton, it would be the Site 3 of Vitaratek. And in fact, when they approached this site in their spaceship flying through low orbit, low atmosphere, they were met with defense forces who also had starships, and it was a hostile encounter. It was definitely... In fact, the hostile forces, who were flying BMC Maulers, which are armed with nuclear weapons, they were firing nukes into the spaceship. They were failing miserably with their shots, but in the process, there was a lot of nuclear fallout from that event. And so
Another million people dying.
And so the map that we're on now is just the starship that had landed. The crew inside came out and also immediately resisted, and the group was met with hostilities. You should have... Oh, you need Apollo sheet? Oh, yes, you do. Because of course you do. That's all right. From now on, it shouldn't be an issue. So, because now everybody has everything. I won't go into the details of that last encounter, because it's not really necessary. But that was my cliff notes of what has happened so far. Last that the group was thinking of doing, they were thinking of taking the identity of the leader of this group and being taken hostage and infiltrating the...
Is it just me, or is he really glitching out?
I think it's just fine with me.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. Give me a second.
Are you asking about me, that I'm glitching out?
I think something's updating or something. Just give me a second.
Oh, okay. So rather than trying to deceive and infiltrate, the Akaton police sent a communication back saying, do not engage further. We only wanted you to check on these coordinates for this site. Because you met with aggression, we want you to pull back. So basically, they've been recalled back tomorrow. At this point, I'm going to let the group decide whether they'd like to continue dealing with the captives, the people from this other group, or if they'd like to just hand them off to the Akaton police, let them deal with it, and move on with the next Starfinder mission, which has been sent to you for whenever you guys are able to do it.
Okay, wait, hold on. Sorry, what can we do with the captives?
With the crew from this starship, you
Yes.
guys... I mean, obviously you're going to bring them back for interrogation. My question to you is, do you guys want to deal with that and be involved in that right now, or would you rather move on, get this Starfinder mission, and start moving forward to that?
I'll say let's go ahead and return the captives if everyone else is on the same page.
Yeah, I feel like we should just return the captives at the moment, and just maybe do the next Starfinder mission. That's just
Okay.
me, though.
All right. So, the venture captain from the Starfinders has indicated that for this next mission, you're going to be required to do some, just like what you were thinking of doing with the other group, you're going to have to deceive and infiltrate. But you're being sent to an orbital space station. It orbits very close to the sun, and it's called Brilliance.
Ah.
It is a corporate-owned space station, and this actually relates to what the group did in some of their first missions, where they were on Epsilon Station, and they were to find an individual who was very adept at hacking, and they found an older lady named Saren, along with her son, living in Epsilon Station, not in any wealthy zone or anything. And so you guys actually helped her fake her own death and move, be able to move, and the Starfinders, in particular, the data files under the leadership of Historia 7, were able to put her to use immediately for the Starfinders' goals. And in fact, they've uncovered some pretty cool information. So you guys were going to be recalled to Absalom Station. Because it's going to take some time between then and between when you leave and when you arrive, you guys have time to do things, craft things, downtime, etc. If not, we'll just jump right into it because I've got it set up.
So are we currently on the way to we're currently on the way to dropping off the captains, right?
I'll take it one step at a time. You guys are going to, from the desert on Akaton, you will go to Morrow, drop off the captives. You're going to finish up your deputization. Essentially, they had you for this mission. They don't want you leaving Akaton and representing the Akatonian police, so they're revoking your deputization until you come back.
Okay.
Which is not a problem. You're still Starfinders.
Yeah.
And just like with the person you helped, you're also going to have some false identities and do some fun deceiving things. Lots and lots of deceptions.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry. Step by step. You guys dropped off your prisoners, turned in your credentials, so to speak, and left Akaton. You would then go to Absalom Station, dock your spaceship in a secure location where the Starfinders are able to monitor it, and you don't have to worry about things. And you are brought to the Lorespire complex, where the Starfinders are. Historia 7, the leader of the data files, has brought you together, and if you don't have any other needs, such as purchasing or other sorts of things, then I can start with her. Yes? No? Good? Move forward? Huzzah?
Yes, huzzah.
Yes.
Historia 7, she's an android who is very much hacker-oriented. She's brought you all before her. She says, "My sources indicate that you are the most efficient and capable team the Starfinder Society has currently that would be best suited for this mission. I sincerely hope that you do not prove this claim erroneous. I recently detected a discrepancy in the Society's data logs. As you may be aware, my primary objective in the last year or so has been decoding information regarding the Scoured Stars incident. Before that incident, my predecessor, Historia 6, and other Society members extensively investigated several corporations that were involved in some black market dealings, subterfuge, and so on, before we got involved in the Scoured Stars system. Much of their knowledge was lost to us when those members of the Society were lost in the Scoured Stars event. However, because we were able to make a new, recent ally, the skilled hacker named Saren, which I am told you were involved in, She was able to help me uncover multiple data links from what I was able to piece together with information from my other researchers who were lost in the event, all tying back to a corporation known as the Arch Energy Consortium. And I'll throw that into the table.
Okay.
The Arch Energy Consortium. When I compared these findings to our records, I found no mention of this corporation, and all data related to Arch Energy Consortium was somehow deleted from our records. My worst case scenario is being realized that our data has been tampered with by an outside source, without our knowledge. She moves on. I require additional information about this corporation. It's my understanding that Arch Energy's CEO is named Ilya Tam, and that she has enough security resources and significant paranoia at her disposal to make a direct infiltration inadvisable. The weak link in her proverbial firewall is her son Envar Tam. His proclivities, if you will, make him very suggestible, and I think that the resourceful individuals such as yourselves might be able to convince him to provide the information I seek. Envar routinely attends gladiatorial fights on Arch Energy's corporate space station called Brilliance. It will take you a bit of time to reach Brilliance from here. It's near to the sun and orbits the sun closely. During your journey, I would like you to create false identities for yourselves, and in the meantime, I'll make sure that you are entered into one of these gladiatorial matches as contestants. From there, you will be required to use your own skills to get close to Envar and hopefully get him to grant you access to his mother's computer records, if possible. Acquire any data related to the corporation's board of directors, or related in any way to things that you find relevant to this. And above all, this mission demands subtlety, as Envar has quite the media presence. So, how do you all feel about that?
I'm not going to debate it.
Wait, sorry, what was going on? I had a phone call. Just the last part. Just the last part.
Okay.
No, I heard most of it, but I just got a phone call right in the last part. So what happened?
So she will enter you into the gladiatorial matches, and you need to get access to Envar Tam's mother's computer records.
Okay.
And it demands subtlety. This mission demands subtlety.
Subtlety is me Punch's middle name. Aside from Punch.
Sure.
No, it's not.
So, do you guys have any questions? Any things that you'd like to?
Alright, so how's this for an alternative identity? Punch meat.
Wow. That's.
Hey, this is very smart for me, Punch. He has a negative intelligence score. Come on.
Rusty, Tar13, we've got your characters set up. Have you both been introduced? Rusty, I don't think we've introduced your character yet. Have we?
I don't think so, no. No.
Alright, let's do that now.
Sure thing. I'm not sure what you want to do. I'm still filling out a few details, but I mostly have the character down.
Okay. We got race
Human,
and specialties?
Racially, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing that jumps out of, for us at least as humans. So she's 5'7". She's a Makaton from the slums, so she speaks whatever language, like common, so English, and whatever like say like Akaton, I'm not sure what the setting exactly is, but culturally say they were like Asian, then she'd probably speak like Chinese or like Mandarin basically or something like that.
Akatonian is a worldwide language of Akaton.
Okay.
Um,
So that's it for the like overall character. Oh yeah, and I mean I guess class. She's a roboticist technomancer.
oh, okay.
In her with computers and hacking and engineering.
So we'll call it a robotics expert.
I think I did some ship combat, but I've never actually used my character. I've only done engineering checks or whatever. Yeah, I remember this.
Oh,
For the
okay.
Yeah, for the +1s for the gunners.
Oh no, you were at the mechanics spot. That's right.
Yeah. Again, remember, Golden failed so hard so many times, and then I just like, you know what? I'm taking over. Apollo, much better shooter than Golden.
Okay, so do we have character sheets for you then?
I'm pretty sure he has this character sheet.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's open right now. I'm like adding things.
Elliot tracks Desmond?
That's right.
Okay. So you go by tracks then, yes?
Yeah, it's a nickname.
So let's see what happens when I throw this on the board. Yay!
Though I suppose that I mean I was just attached to the team, so people would probably just refer to me as like Desmond. I don't know. Like it's more like I feel like people back home would call me Trax.
That's work. I think. In all honesty, I really don't think we got to that point. I think, if anything, we'd probably call you human.
right.
Well, yeah, I guess like basically if I was a robot, you'd call me by my unit number, right? Like I might as well have a number.
Oh dear. All right. Well, I'm just throwing a token down for you guys. For you.
Real quick, before we leave to go, can Millie buy something real quick?
Yeah, of course.
She wants to buy a iridescent spindle.
Okay.
And I've already got the price and everything set up, so.
I'll probably get myself a tactical sword cane.
Okay.
Freaking sword cane.
And sell my survival knife. Or, excuse me, my not survival knife. Wrong character. My,
Okay.
baton.
Isn't Joel Zakama, isn't
Yes,
he here?
that was exactly what I was going to say, is that you are on Epsilon Station. You can sell your equipment for 15% of its normal cost instead of 10.
We should sell all the second skins.
Yeah, I would sell off any things that you want to.
We should sell all the second skins, because I don't think we're going to be using them. I scrolled up way too much. It's 200. There we go. Alright.
You might want to reload that loot page because I was taking things out that I was adding to my character sheet. So like the mind link bracelet and the engineer's toolkit.
Alright, fine. Alright, so 250, 1,000.
I'm sad we lost Shadow. As ridiculous and crazy as he was kind of fun. Alright, so we've got Galden, Apollo.
Alright, so we can get 150 credits from all the second skins.
Turn it back.
Shabbat, Bangles, and Charms? What are those? Is this just like a sellable item, like not really used for anything?
What is it?
Or the Shabbat, Bangles, and Charms.
Oh, that was, if it doesn't have a worth after it.
It says it's worth 300 credits, but like, trying to figure out.
That's what it is.
It's okay, so it's just kind of something there. Okay. So it's not anything that we can use.
Sure you could, if you want to be the Bangley Showbod.
Well, for one, Meat Punch doesn't have 4 arms, so I think I've already gone with that. Aren't Shobods the one with the jaws? The one with the really big jaws?
Yeah.
Okay.
They are related to Witchweirds, and I would say by proxy to Kasatha.
Yeah.
Because they are also forearms.
Oh man, I didn't know that. Thanks.
How do I treat level 0 spells? Because I'm allowed a certain number of like first level spells per day, but like level 0 is that
Level
like...
0, they're cantrips. You can use them as many times as a day if you want.
Okay.
Oh, I completely forgot about that part of the Shabbat thing. They can get up when they're at 0 points, 0 hit points. They can fight for 1 more round. Forgot about that.
Sort of like
We're back up at full HP now, right?
Yes. Yeah, you've had more than enough time to heal up and get it all back.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're all fine with selling all of the second scans, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All 5 of them.
Got better.
Yep. Yeah, alright. So that's 150, so it'd be 702. Move all those. We're gonna sell. Alright, so are those Shabbat Bangles actually worth 300, or do we still get the 15%?
15%. Everything that you attempt to sell while on Absalom Station or
Alright.
with Jules Akama
45.
is going to be 15%.
And we are okay with selling those Bangles and Charms, correct?
I'm okay with that.
Go ahead.
Alright. 45. So we have 2,747. Alright. Does anyone want a Cestus Battle Glove?
Nope.
Anyone want a Tactical Spear?
No.
I mean, Zydo, unless you can do that with that glove, I can combine that with like as an attack with jolting surge. Then maybe I'd take it, but otherwise no.
It really depends on if you're proficient with the... Is that a basic melee?
That's a basic. Yeah.
It's basic. Oh, hello.
Alright,
Yeah.
so...
No, as a Technomancer, I can't forget it.
No, okay, so... My whole thing with the Technomancer is like, it says you make an attack with a weapon and then, like, you use Jolting Surge. You have to have something in between your hand. You have to have something to transfer the jolt through. So
Or you need contact, right? Like it's implied melee.
yeah, but you need something in between your hand and the person to transfer the surge. That's what it says.
Well, there's always going to be something in between. My very simple understanding of this is I touch you, you get jolted for 46 damage. Whatever sort of contact it is, whether like there's 2 or 3 layers doesn't matter between us or.
The spell's called...
I mean, I'm gonna.
The spell's called Jolting Surge.
Jolting Surge. It says
Yeah.
you can't touch a target with a device you're holding that uses electricity, requiring a melee attack against target's EAC. Alternatively, you can instead touch an electrical device a target is wearing, or a target that is an electrical device, such as a robot, with your hand, gaining a +2 bonus to your attack roll. Either way, if your attack hits, the electrical device surges out of control, dealing 4d6 electricity damage to your target.
Okay, and what was his question? Was if he can use it without a battle glove?
Well, with the battle glove, basically.
You definitely can with.
Can I combine these attacks or like? I'm trying to find a way to like give myself an OP punch here.
If you say OP, that makes me say no.
Okay, bad choice of words. I get it.
The reason my DM let me actually use a melee attack with Jolting Surge was because I had a knife. It was one of the Sonic knives.
Yeah.
and it was powered, so I was able to shock the person while I stabbed them.
Yeah, technically
While I
you
also had
charge every time you use
supercharge.
it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. So it's a thing of you have to have something that uses electricity that you touch them with. Whether
So
that's a
say
phone.
stun baton.
Yes. All right.
Well,
So.
no.
I'm gonna buy a Shiranai tactical rifle.
Okay. So, also, just because we've mentioned it before, but for those of you who aren't here, you can purchase any item that is up to +2 above your level. Okay, so if everybody's level 3, you can purchase level 5 items. If you find things that are higher level than that in the adventure, you can keep them and use them.
Oh, pulsecaster rifle. There it is. All right, so we have 5 of those. That'd be 500. Is anybody willing? Does anybody want to take the pulsecaster rifles?
I can't use them.
Actually, no. I think I might take. I think I might take that hunting rifle actually, because I can use it because I'm a soldier. All right, but anyways, so. All right, so is everyone okay with selling all the pulsecaster rifles?
I'm good.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so I'm just trying to add up all the stuff. 500. I need to figure out what the freaking tactical speeder is. Tactical speeder.
I'm just making sure that everybody's tokens are actually put together properly. How many ability points do I get to start with? Okay, so it's a 10-point point buy system, 1 for 1. So if you spend 4 points, you've got a 14.
Right,
and everything starts at a base of 10.
Right, so I can just put 10 points across my stats.
Yeah.
Alright, so is everyone okay with selling the laser pistol?
Of course.
I might consider using it actually. I don't have
So
as a
level
technical
1
tool.
versus.
Okay,
Yeah, versus like whatever I have. No, okay, I'll skip.
Alright, so plus 3 equals 9. So, and now hunting rifle is what I was gonna take. What about the battle staff? You don't want that battle staff? Alright, I'll take silences now. Alright, so if we sell all those things, go ahead, copy and minus that. So all those things, that battery, 1 battery, 2 batteries, 3 okay, so 3 batteries, 60 each, 180. Alright, so if we sell all of that stuff, that would be worth 1,585. It's total worth 1,505. And that would be 238 credits. Alright.
One sec, I got a call.
Okay.
Good.
The other thing I would point out is that because your ship... Actually, I think you guys can use your ship.
Oh wait, that's right, I want to change my shit.
Oh.
You reminded me. Okay, thank you. Because I was not about to go into another starship combat with that. No! Alright. So, basic medkit, full gym, 4 clubs, and that, I'll just save it. Alright, so can I edit my ship? Can I edit Space Punch?
It has to have the same build point, so it's a CR tier 1 ship.
I already calculated everything out, and it has 31 build points left over from what it actually had.
Okay. And Rusty, when you get that character sheet set up with the hit points, resolve, and stamina, just let me know, and then I'll update the token after that.
Yeah, I might need a hand with that last one because those numbers are not updating themselves. So I think I might be missing out something. But I'll let you know when I get to it.
Okay, I can look at it.
Also, I'm going to have to be leaving at 7:30 today for Friday.
Okay.
But I'll be here all day Sunday. So.
Okay.
I had freaking telemark.
No, I don't want to buy anything. Gosh. All right, so 55 minus 8. 3 minus 4 minus 3 minus 6. Yep, 31 build points left. Alright, so alright, let me open up that handy dandy Starfinder tools real quick.
Okay. And Rusty, I would say that what you want to do is right below your ability scores, it says show class information and armor class. In your class information, if you put in Technomancer and the stats stuff for it, hit point and stamina point, all that, that's what will throw in the numbers and it will auto-calculate.
Alright, so frame is a fighter, power core for right. This here. Alright. So the core is a micron light.
Also, if you guys have any other questions about this mission or the details of things, definitely want to do it while you still have a chance.
Well, I'm embarrassed to ask questions because I feel like there's a lot of info that was already out there that I just didn't catch.
Related to this mission, I would say no. So, plus this is a Starfinder Society mission, so they give you the introductory box text and then give you a bunch of questions and answers that the players might have. There is a lot going on here, but luckily it's sort of like get yourself in. Don't deceive people. Don't be you. Don't be Starfinders. But after that point, it's sort of like leaving it up to your skills. And just any information. I'll tell you this: the reason that she believes that Envar is a better point of contact than anybody else is because her research has led her to discover that Envar has an addiction to trans-dimensional Pesh, and while he's impaired, he may be highly suggestible. Arch Energy Public Relations constantly edit his info feed, suggesting he may already be prone to leaking sensitive information to the infosphere. And she fully intends to make sure that Envar receives the help he needs after we get our data. So even though we're taking advantage of the weak link, provided everything goes all right, she's going to try and get him some rehab.
What the hell is Hive joining?
Is what?
says, okay, so there's a data net and a hive joining thing that I can attach to my, that I can like put into my starship or my space launch, but I don't know what that is. It's in the packed worlds, and I don't have the packed worlds.
Okay, so the joining part is probably what is necessary for you to dock into the larger ship.
Well, it says hive joining.
Oh, then that's not it.
Ooh, whoa.
Yeah, no, hive joining is not possible for you. Data net, you also don't need a data net.
Alright, so don't worry about them.
Yeah, where are you seeing these?
I'm making the I'm at the Starship Builder thing. I'm just trying to like redo the thing and like get it.
Okay,
To a
well
spot.
go with stuff that's in the core rulebook, except for as I just close it. Except for crud. Where did I see it? It's not a brig.
I see a tactical nuke launcher.
Launch tubes. Yeah, launch tubes. Launch tube is something that will be necessary in the big ship, but not in the small ship. So you don't need that.
While he's taking care of this, I'll be right back. I got something I gotta do real quick.
Okay.
All right.
High explosive missile launcher or tactical nuclear missile launcher?
What did we learn from our encounter with tactical nukes?
That nukes are awesome and I should use them. All right.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the moral of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing could ever possibly go wrong when you have nuclear weapons involved.
Exactly. See, I'm glad you understand.
So for those people who might be watching who are interested in Starfinder Society missions, you shouldn't be looking at my Starfinder Adventure right now. Don't look at it. Here, we'll put it over here, where you can't see it. Ha ha ha, ha 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 ha. It's not really all that funny, but... it also makes it harder for me to switch between things. But you know what? We cope. And I'm glad you all are going to be able to have the items you want.
I'm making Space Punch better. That's all I need.
And so that we can clarify what the hell you're even talking about. This group has been given custom starships, basically for performing their first couple of missions. They received the reward of their own Tier 4 starship, and at the time, we had someone else playing a soldier who wanted their own ship so that they could always be shooting. And now, since chaos has reigned supreme and the culture of the Devourer is on the rise, entropy is nearing every single day, and so this group has had to re-detail things. They have a Tier 4 medium explorer, which is known as the Vast Glider, SFS Vast Glider for the Starfinder Society. And that was, that's why, because it's named the SFS Vast Glider, you really can't use your ship. They're going to have to give you a generic a generic ship. But also for the clarification of what they're talking about with Space Punch. Space Punch is a tiny fighter. It's a custom build. Did you edit both the bio and info stuff and the stuff on the character sheet?
I edited the, yeah. I put, so far, I'm gonna update it when I actually have everything like in and fixed and whatnot. But right now, all the stuff right there is what it was, what I had.
Okay, so where are you putting what you're putting in?
I'm gonna copy it onto this notepad. I'm gonna copy it into the bio and then and info, and then I'm going to copy it into the actual details.
Cool. All right.
I have two more things I can do. Two more bullets. Hey, there we go. All right. All is well. All is well. Scroll on down.
This table's also not using the official Paizo Starfinder sheet.
It's really glitchy.
It's a lot harder to use than I would like, and I feel like the the alternative, which was actually in place before Paizo released theirs, it's pretty good. It's pretty customizable, and it seems to work pretty solid.
All right. Space Punch, tier 1.
Speaking of character creation, I meant that. Oh shit! Sorry, I just lost something on my character sheet. Okay, don't keep going. Sorry, I've been staring at this for the last 10 minutes.
Okay.
Proceed.
Wow.
Oh yeah, okay. So Zydo, how much do you play with like, oh, so you entered this room and then there's weird glyphs that you don't understand that really you should have understood this language better to advance yourself? Like, should I get a skill that's like, you understand all languages, or should I pass that?
A spell? Comprehend
It's a
languages?
spell, yeah, comprehend languages, yeah.
That's up to you how you... If you don't know the language, you can't speak the language. If you do, then you're good. That part's up to you.
Gotcha.
I am a big fan of rules as written. We move through things that stop us up, but otherwise I like to make sure that we're doing it by the rules.
Got a coil gun. It's forward, we got a coil gun, which is long range, and a tactical nuke launcher.
Oh my god, you really are arming it with tactical nukes.
Of course I am, why wouldn't I?
That is the last time I put you guys into the atmosphere of a planet with your starships. You guys are dangerous.
Hey, as long as I hit, it won't cause too much. It won't cause too much damage.
Yeah, I should go ahead and let you know now that Golden has already made, on paper, at the very least, 2 ships. One for Meat Punch, and then the rest for us.
I mean, I just customized my whole ship and fixed it up and made it the way I want it to be. Replaced some systems, upgraded others, added systems where there actually weren't any.
I like how it's my ship now.
It's mine.
It's not. It's not. That's not how this works. It's the groups.
I mean, if anyone else wants to try to ride Space Punch, if anyone else wants to try to ride Space Punch, they're fine by me. But I'll have you try to understand Besk. I may or may not have switched the language to Besk.
Yeah, that was done. So much.
Oh, and I don't know if I actually... I don't know if I didn't add this yet. Give me just a second.
Alright.
Is there, like, when I'm reading the healing spell that says restore how many ever hit points to an object or construct, like, is it human? Like, is it living?
What is the name of the spell? What is the name
Make
of the
whole.
Make whole is only for objects.
So, because I'm not seeing anything for, like, living beings. Like, I see things for undead, but not for, like, party
Mystic
members.
Cure.
Yeah, you'd be that'd be like mystic spells. You're a technomancer.
Okay, good to know.
Right,
You
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
a fool, son.
Yeah, there's a reason you aren't finding that on your spell list. So what you need to do instead is get serums of healing. Brilliant. This is brilliant.
All right. And then for my aft weapon, I have a light EMP cannon.
Yeah, that is the last time I put you guys in the atmosphere of a planet with your starships.
Like 10 sessions later, oh, hey, are we in the atmosphere again?
Oh, hey, look at
Launch
that! Hey, look at that! A bunch of dead civilians.
There's already fallout. There's already fallout from that. There. You have already. There's already been a cause and effect that has taken place.
I need to figure out what the EMP, a weapon with this special property, emits a beam of electromagnetic energy that does not deal damage to ships or shields, but plays havoc with the ship's electronic systems as a hit. An EMP weapon skirmishes one of the target's vessels, circling randomly, could shoot the ship 24 rounds. Takes critical damage, but condition becomes constant until the system is patched repaired. Functioning shields are unaffected by EMP and completely block EMP weapons. A weapon with irradiate. A weapon with this special property creates a wave of harmful radiation that penetrates shields and starship hulls. Living creatures on the starship struck by an irradiating weapon are subject to the level of radiation noted in parentheses for 1d4 rounds of starship combat. Hey.
And when you roll a natural 1, guess what happens?
It blows up in my tube.
Hey.
No, the handler of the weapon gets irradiated along with everybody else.
Oh wait, so it shoots the same, but it's just I get irradiated as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was seeing more of like a, oh no, I tried to shoot, but the weapon kind of exploded. Alright.
Oh man. So I get to pick one level 3 spell, right? And it's the hardest, because either I get something that annihilates anybody, or I get something that's really good for like a roboticist.
Sure.
What is the peer pressure going for here?
I mean, my favorite way to play a Technomancer is to do as much damage as humanly possible, but...
Unlimited power!
Exactly. But like, I also do like the whole utility purposes of every single spell known to man. So...
Right.
It's up to you, man.
Alright, DM, just letting you know, while we were on station, I did buy some things.
Yeah, everybody was
I
buying
bought
things.
myself a personal upgrade, Mark 1, so I got +2 to my charisma, that way at least it's not a negative.
Nice.
I need to roll a bluff or anything. And I also, again, got the Cane Sword Tactical, and I got myself some new armor.
Okay, sweet.
So I got myself some Lashunta Temporary basic. So now my armor is 17.
Yeah, so apparently I actually didn't click the little equip button next to my armor, so I was walking around with like 11, or like frickin', oh yeah, like 11 frickin' KC EAC, and I'm like, this isn't right.
Gotcha.
This isn't
Yeah.
right at all.
You know, Rusty, just
combat.
based on what you were just telling me with unlimited power and your Technomancer and all that, I think I'm going to assign you to Arcanext Incorporated as part of our corporate war.
I was actually thinking about Arcanine.
I think that's going to be a good fit for you.
Alright,
So where would I be fine?
We still have yet to put a person in GoCom Networks and Naga Hokame Corporation.
Because again, I'm mainly a hacker.
Mind you, this is more about player mentality than character, because your character is not directly involved in here. I just, based on just what he just said about his character and the way he described it, I'm like, you know what? That's totally Arcanext. I'm just gonna do this.
I mean, I'm freaking a part of the wild card.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna get some campaign secrets. I will share them with you. I'll help you guys run these multi-corps. But just the way he said it, I'm like, you know what? That feels like a really good way to empower that company. Figure it like this. Apollo, if we put you with a company and then we put Night Howler with a different company, you guys, I'm fairly confident you guys could play, you could not, not mess each other's games up. Either way, if you think that you could work together better, I could put you in the same corps.
Who wants to be a part of the criminals? Come on.
Well, that's part of my backstory, so why not?
Hey!
Can you guys let Apollo answer? Say that one more time.
Weren't you just gonna just assign people?
Well, you guys haven't made a decision yet, but that's this is the last.
That's not. I don't know who to go for.
Okay. All right.
Guys, it's easy. Everyone just make a combined effort to be criminals.
But we're not supposed to be criminals.
Sorry, not criminals. Totally not shady at all.
We're, air quotations, not criminals.
Exactly. See, that's perfect for Zinti Holdings. You'll be great. We have tons of black market and aftermarket deals, and you're totally not going to be counted as a criminal.
Let's see. Well, since we've
You have
got
an idea for subsidiary. It's like prosthetics for both military application and general use.
Okay.
That was my whole idea, where we expand to pretty much the military and/or PMCs, and then general use, laborers who, I don't know, maybe lost an arm in an accident or something.
I am happy to speak.
How about this? For right now, I'll put both of you guys in Naga Hokame. Yeah, and if you guys want to switch, we can do that at some point. That's not very difficult.
Okay.
So Apollo and Night Howler or Galvin. And then in GoCom Networks, which is the only other one left, I'll put Pyramid S and anybody else who I have missed. And I did ask our former players who used to be involved in this campaign if they wanted to come back and help run these. Oh, and Carl Max Bobo. He's another person I can throw in there. Okay, great. Great. We will have at least one player in every multicorp. That's exactly what I needed. That was the requirement. now you guys can have as many people flock to your multi-corps as you want. You can convince all your friends and family to join and do whatever it is that you want to do. So the beauty is each of these multi-corps is essentially about 9 different subsidiary corporations under their umbrella. And they come from a wide range of industries, and every multi-corp has at least 2 black market subsidiaries under their umbrella and 1 cross sector, meaning that, so like you just pointed out, if you're dealing in cybernetics or prosthetics or augmentations of some sort, and you're actually marketing to military or security or whatever, that's a different sector, a different industry, so it's considered a cross-sector thing. That said, I'm just defining things. This is really ultimately up to you guys to flavor these things however you want. But the biggest thing was I needed at least 1 player for each of these, so that everybody has, so that everybody gets to make decisions. And then you guys are going to decide how you want to run these companies. Do you want to be ruthless and aggressive and attack your competitors? Do you want to attack everybody? Argentine.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you want to focus on your, on making money? Do you want to focus on getting employees? It's all up to you on how you want to play it. So we're going to deal with that at the end. But I did, as I was looking at things and after hearing Rusty say it out loud, I'm like, yep, this just works. That's exactly what I want for that company. Let's do this. And so before I shut everything down tonight, I will roll out baseline stats for each and every subsidiary under every multi-corp, so that there are a starting point for profits. And then how you guys run these companies will determine how profitable they are, how many action points you get for more and more actions as we move forward, etc., etc. So it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm really excited to see what comes out of it. The corporate war with Hyper RPG and the Shadowrun campaign setting was amazing. It was really crazy. It was a lot of fun. So hopefully we'll get it to that point. For you guys, do you guys need a little bit more time to finish out characters and starships and all that, or?
I am just inputting the attacks for my guns right now, but aside from that, no, I'm fine.
Okay, Rusty, do you need?
Good.
Okay.
I
Well-
don't know what Rusty.
Sure. Well, for those of you who are pretty much ready to go, you're going to need to either disguise yourselves or use computers to set up fake identities.
Well, if you want, I can set up fake identities for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Apollo. You're our computer expert, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So maybe you can handle that. I'm good at disguising, but I'm not that good with computers.
Okay.
Alright. So, make fake IDs for everyone.
Does anybody have a
I'm
skill
done.
that would allow them to make fake IDs?
I mean, what skill would that be? Would that be
There's a lot of
computers,
different ways to do
engineering, or?
it. Profession, usually craft.
I've got a pretty good mercenary profession.
You could potentially make some mercenary ID cards. I
Ooh.
mean, you've got a computer on your ship.
Ooh. Wait, hold on. Let me try this. Let me attempt. Not the final thing, but the attempt. Let's go. Not good.
Bummer. A PC attempting a check for another PC can
I was
use
gonna do
either
it for mine.
skill. What?
I was gonna do it to try to make some things for me.
Okay. Well, let me finish reading this.
Okay.
A PC attempting either a disguise or computers check for another PC can use either skill, but they take a cumulative -2 penalty to the check for each additional PC you attempt the skill check for. So, for the person trying to computers for each and every person, that could be a problem. It's a cumulative -2 penalty.
So 2. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I could probably do it for me and Golden, but
Well, you can start off by doing one at no penalty, and then another one for Galden at a -2, and then do another one after that at a -4. So it's not they're cumulative after they have happened.
all right. I guess I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
I'll go myself first. 24.
Damn, that what did I miss?
I'll come back.
Okay.
We're making false identities.
Yeah. We are in the process of beginning the infiltration, which part of that is disguising, and so Apollo has made a false identity for himself very successfully.
Yep. Now I'm going to try to make one for Golden.
So this will be at a -2, but that's still a 23.
Okay. Who needs another one?
Do one for someone else. I'll try to do one for myself with Mercenary.
I can try one for myself.
So
Does it gotta be computers?
Cracks.
Yeah, it's either disguise or computers or any other way that you could think to creatively put it together.
Here's going to be the one for tracks. Hopefully it's okay. 30.
Nice. So I got a negative.
That one's better than mine.
23. 30 would be a 26. That was for tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. And Tara.
I think Meat Punch today is going to do his own.
Okay.
Yeah, hold up. I will be right back. Again.
Okay.
Who all do we have?
Who all do we have with us? We have. We're gonna have Galden at some point, right?
Hopefully, again, he's going to get back at some point.
Okay, so we're assuming that we have both Galden and Apollo, and then we have Trax, Tara 13, and Meat Punch, which I don't have on my table. What?
I see. I'm looking directly at his name. It's a very bright blue or teal or whatever color that is next to his name.
Oh, no. His token. His token.
Oh, his token.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the Meat Punch. The Meat Punch. A Meat Punch Junior. And this is a, maybe he'll say this on stream for everybody to tell his little tale of why he's Meat Punch Junior and why it's funny that his starship is called Space Punch. Maybe if you're lucky, he'll tell you all a story.
It's a very good story.
Alright, and since I didn't set up his token, just let me do that real fast, and hopefully that will be the last. What's that?
Okie dokie.
Okay. Hopefully that will be the last today. SP. And resolve. Resolve. Make sure everything is set up. Save changes. Grab his sheet. Make sure that the sheet actually has the right token. Saved. Awesome. Yeah, it still looks like Trax's token is showing nothing for hit points, stamina points, and all that. So we need to.
Do you want to help me figure this out?
Yeah. So yeah, let me. I'll open your sheet. Do. Okay. Trax is a technomancer.
I am back, my children.
Great.
Cool.
Technomancers get how many hit points and stamina points per level?
I think it's 4. I think it's 4. Just a quick second.
5.
It is 5. Hey, I was right.
Yes.
It's
Plus con modifier.
Okay, I'm gonna let you fill. Okay, so looking at your character sheet, Rusty, are you looking at it right now?
That's right.
Okay, scroll down to below ability scores, and there's class information. I've got where it says HP and SP. I put 5 and Technomancer. Put your stats into that. And then that should auto-calculate.
How do I figure out my fortitude, reflex, and will? Are those like calculated by the sheet or?
It's in the it's in the what's it called,
Your third level technomancer. Yeah, I'll just put them. You're a third level technomancer.
Third level, yeah.
It's on the chart that that tells you what you get every time, like right underneath the beginning page. It's on that chart.
Speaking of the devil here.
Who? What? Who? Where? When? Where? What?
All right. That should be right.
No way.
Oh no! I was allowed to unlock a level 3 spell, but I can't use it because I can't use level 3 spells until level 5. Oh, that's not true. Level 7.
Wait, how?
Well, because you can. It's.
You got one for your bonus spell?
Whoops. I'm gonna have to go here in just a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, if you got it from a bonus spell, it means that you can't actually cast it until you can cast that level of spell.
But I understood this correctly, right? Because I have a +3 in intelligence, that allows me to get like an extra.
When you get to third level spells, you will have an additional third level spell known. But until you can cast that level of spells, it's just you can't use that. Does that make sense?
I think so, yeah.
Basically, the bonus spells are it tells you how many you have, even though you don't have that level of spell. But when you do reach that point, you will have that bonus spell available.
Yeah, sorry, work called me.
No, it shouldn't. as a newbie, I can definitely appreciate how the other cheats that we use make things a lot simpler because you just input data and it kind of calculates a lot of things on its own.
Yeah. Are you talking about the Google spreadsheet?
No, the ones we're using in
Ghost
Mine?
yeah, in your campaign.
Yeah, that one's good because it automatically puts it in, but it's really glitchy. That's the thing.
It sort of is, it seems, right?
It's got weird ways of. You can't just put in weapon focus and say do this. It's like, it's really weird. You have to kind of do some backwards.
That's why I really liked the first one that they had. That was like blue, and it like I don't know. It was a lot of people didn't like it, but I really liked it because it would like automatically recognize what you put in and like add the stuff, and it was really cool. But I don't think you can get that anymore.
I'm not even sure what version you're talking about.
I don't remember what it was called at all.
There's only one official Paizo one, and that's the one that.
Well, yeah. I mean,
this one was the main one. I don't know if there was a secondary fan-made version. If there was, I kind of looked at it, was like, and went back to this one. So this is the one I prefer.
holy crap.
I like it because every character sheet has a starship sheet attached.
Yeah, that was really good.
Oh, here I was. I thought I put you guys onto my sheet. And I didn't put you guys on my sheet. Oh well. Everybody that was watching got to see.
So, I guess before I leave, I can tell a story about Meat Punch and Space Punch.
Go for it.
Yeah.
This is Ghosty's story hour. Here we go.
Alright, so, once upon a time, there was a very, very buff Vesk. And he claimed the title of Meat Punch. And he traveled the land punching people and pretty much murdering anybody that he saw that looked at him funny. So, he, after a long while, settled down, had himself a kid, and then disappeared. And thus, Meat Punch Jr. was born. Now, Meat Punch Jr. takes after his father very well, and punches things. So, but Meat Punch Jr. is, he's more accepting of the newer technologies. And so when he heard of a thing called a welding gun that allows you to cut through things, he immediately wanted to travel through space at the speed of sound, latch onto the enemy ship and start cutting into the hull and pull people out. And this is his dream thus far. His Space Punch, his tiny fighter ship, is going to aid him in his attempts to cut into the enemy ship and pull them out. He longs for the day he is able to jump onto the cockpit and stare the enemy in the face as he is cutting into it.
And there you go.
Meat Punch, everybody. Alright.
I'm looking at Tara 13's token, and it looks like, because I put in the hit points, stamina points, and resolve for the 3 bars, but it looks like it's only got one side of those filled out. So I have 21 out of blank, 5 out of blank, 14 out of blank.
For HP, I'll have 21 hit points total. For stamina, I have 21 as well. And I'll look at my resolve here in a second.
Alright guys, well unfortunately I have to go. I put in all the stuff for the Space Punch. I added everything. And I have to go to end of the session. So I will be back Sunday.
Alright, we'll see you Sunday.
Talk to you then, guys. Peace. Actually, I'll see most of you tomorrow, but yeah. Alright, peace.
And I have 5 resolve.
Okay. So 21, 21, and 5.
Zydo, how am I supposed to calculate my HP with increments of levels? So level 1 it should be 5 hit points, but then 2 and 3, like how many more hit points do I get that way?
It's whatever your class is. So if you're like a soldier, you get your class HP.
You don't. The sheet should calculate every bit of that for you.
Okay.
As long as you put the level into whatever class you have, it'll automatically fill it in for you.
Yeah. So let me look. So yeah. So the maximum is already calculated, and that's why you can't edit those boxes, is because it's auto-calculating.
Yes, I was staring at the white box, like the interactable boxes. I was looking at max, so that was missing.
Yep, so now that should be working. Yay!
I am the sole king of the arena.
All right. Boom. Characters. Oh wow. I didn't realize it would actually do weird shapes. Oh, let's keep this one. What the heck? It just worked. I just did all those things. Why didn't that work? Try it again. Okay, that's irritating. I just put those stats in so that we could do this. Oh, that's Dr. Hyperion. Hang on. Oh, good. That works a lot better. Okay, well, since Ghosty's not actually going to be here, it seems kind of silly to have Meat Punch.
That's the rule.
Apollo, is that you saying something? Because I can only barely hear you. Rusty says when we start with basic skill ranks, 4 plus your intelligence, all of that should be calculated in the sheet.
Because I get to increase my skill points basically, right? If I want to skill up in computers, I can. But I don't see where my pool is. Oh, I see it just below here. Okay.
Yeah. It's at the very end. And it's auto-calculated just with how many ranks you get per level and your intelligence bonus. Because of your intelligence score, you're going to have 3 bonus languages on top of your common. You're a human, so you don't have a racial, and you're from Akaton, so you speak Akatonian. You do get that as a bonus language, but then you also get 3 others.
I'll be right back.
Okay. How about this? I need to get a drink and take a little restroom break, so why don't we take 5 and be back at 7:30 my time, which is whatever 30, whatever you guys are. And
Sounds good.
gonna do this. I'll be back.
And just focus. Oh, you didn't.
Hopefully this is the last delay we have. Alright, I am back. Are we all set and ready to go? I've got our, meat punch. Since Ghosty's not actually going to be here from now forward, we're going to just leave him out. I thought we had Night Howler show up, no? Did I lose everybody?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
I think a lot of people are still like AFK.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
taking a break.
Well, for those of you who might be watching, this map that we're on, this arena map, is actually I worked on this in Adobe Illustrator. It's a vector graphic. That's not true. It's a JPEG export of a vector graphic, which is why it's so pixely. In fact, it's not the final version, which is why this weird red line zone over here has pencil sketch on top, because it's not the final rendition. And it is very much based on the Arena flip map by Paizo, which I own the physical version of it, and I love that. I love arena fights. Has anybody here played Starfinder Society before? Or seen Starfinder Society groups play?
Falls on deaf ears, then, unfortunately.
I've definitely been thinking about trying to go to my local GameStop and game store and try to start a society group, but I've got a lot of things holding me back at this point. I won't go into the details of those, but
I would imagine how big of a commitment it is, because there's a lot of work that goes into creating a campaign and maintaining it.
well, with Starfinder Society, it's all pre-published adventures, so you don't have to do a lot of the extra work of creating NPCs and monsters and things.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, even things like the general goals and interactions, it's all pretty much outlined, so it can be very helpful. Especially, I mean, I've been a GM for so long that it's good to have things that are time savers like that, and especially when you have an idea of something and you're like, I know what I want to do, I don't know exactly how I'd play it out, or it might require a little bit of brainstorming with the players. Society adventures help to funnel that down to a specific set of things. And when you join a Starfinder Society table and you get the credit, the XP and the gold and all the stuff for doing your adventures, you get a chronicle sheet that you can then take with you to any other Starfinder Society table anywhere, and play your character at that other table. So it's fun, especially for conventions, for people who go to conventions a lot. I don't. I haven't been to a convention in a good while. I think the last convention I went to actually was UConn, here in Southeast Michigan. I haven't really been to any of the big conventions, like Gen Con or Origins, Dragon Con. Have you guys ever been to a gaming convention?
No, I thought about going to PAX, but no.
Is it kind of expensive for tickets?
I don't know what the price is specifically, but like I've been hung up though on the price of the ticket itself, but the price of getting there, because any sort of flights from Canada is extra expensive.
Yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. Are you far, far above the border?
No, but anything starting in Canada is taxed on the Canadian side.
Gotcha.
And so we have like extreme taxes
But-
for like air flight specifically.
Well, that's understandable. That's understandable. Welcome back. Now that we've only got the three of you guys here, yeah, I'll at least let you play Galden because I know that you guys know each other's characters relatively well. So I'll keep that. But I did take Meat Punch out since since Ghosty had to leave the table.
I wonder how much delay there is between Discord and Twitch.
I set the delay up for 10 seconds. That's pretty standard and default.
I know when I stream, it's usually about anywhere between 10 to 6 to 10 seconds. That one delay.
Yeah, default is just a 10 seconds, just to make sure that there's enough time for the data to keep up. But there's not very much. I'm on a high-speed internet, and it's not. It doesn't lag too terribly bad. In fact, we have had 0 dropped frames over this entire 1 hour and 45 minutes, which is good. That's a good thing. What's that? Apollo, are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody else? Or did you fall asleep? Knock it off, Rusty. He was probably talking to somebody in the other room, and I just barely catch the sound.
Just got really quiet.
Yeah, yeah. Apollo, come back to us. Apollo! Come back. Don't go towards the light. is. It's large sized.
Do I hit anything?
If you're trying to hit something.
I hit Apollo.
That's great. Hopefully you didn't use all your good rolls.
And then I'm gonna stealth away. Now I'm watching.
Oh yeah, everybody already rolled their computers and all that. So we're gonna go. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna roll for Meat Punch because on the off chance that he comes back, we're probably gonna. I don't know. If Night Howler doesn't show up, I guess Apollo can roll for it.
Flat effect.
What's that?
Flat effect.
He doesn't have computers and he doesn't have disguise, but he'll roll with disguise anyways. Okay.
Look at that disguise check.
Well, yeah, but you already rolled an 18.
Yeah. I can also, one of my abilities, change the way I look, but only for a little bit.
Only for a little bit?
Yeah, quick disguise.
Oh, okay.
Only
Yeah, so
lasts for 3 minutes right now. It lasts.
Okay. Yeah, so definitely want to do that only as you're approaching the intake. All right. Arrival. So you guys dock the ship. It's like an auto docking procedure where it tells you to head to. No problems docking the ship, shutting everything down, and as you guys exit the ship, you're going to be checked out by customs. They won't take any tax.
Space customs?
Yeah, space customs. And this is going to be perception checks against your disguises and so on. Okay. And the disguise and the computers are treated as the same. Oh!
Wow. We know everyone that we're all not who we are. We all just got arrested.
Okay. This is gonna go great. All right. If the officer's check surpasses okay. She gives you a funny look. And everybody but Trax. Trax is the only one who's like, yeah, what? Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Um,
I shoot her in the face. Just kidding.
that would be bad. Oh, no, definitely don't roll if you're joking with me. Okay, please don't do that. I do use the chat log to when I try to figure out what happened when. I do actually use the chat log. They give you funny looks, but they do check you in as being gladiators. And the match that you are entered into is set to begin almost immediately after you've arrived. Yeah, and they just move you directly into the arena as quickly as possible. An immense auditorium. Sorry, go ahead.
Man, time to like check in, relax, just right to battle.
Yep, right straight to it. The immense auditorium broadcasts entertainment and training transmissions to Arch Energy employees. Arena guards direct you all to the southern entrance. Well, you're at the northern entrance on mine, it doesn't matter. There is no north in space.
There's space north.
You have a few minutes as you're being led into the introductory area, like back behind the, I forget what they call that, the entrance onto the arena. You do have a few minutes to prepare, so you are allowed to have all your weapons and all your everything, right? Right. Yeah, they pretty much expect you to be horrendously brutal.
Okay.
So the arena has a transparent ceiling. The black inky space is lit up by the nearby sun. The glare obscures the faces of the roaring crowd, crammed into bleachers towering above the floor. Overhead, 6 suspended holoscreens loop images of the arena. An announcer's voice booms, "Are you ready for some carnage?" The crowd echoes the refrain as the silver metal door to the east grinds open. I don't know why there's... What? With east? And you entered from the north? This is so... Okay. Anyways, you guys have entered from that side. You are basically brought on from the entranceway, and the entranceway is closed off. The outer perimeter of this arena is like a force field shielding the viewers, the crowd, the audience. So you can't shoot the audience members, you can't jump into the stands or anything like that. Otherwise, it is a 10-foot wall enclosing you guys, the force field above that, and I'm going to have you guys roll initiative. You guys are going to tell me what kind of preparation you've made, and then we're going to jump in.
Okay.
So in order to roll initiative, select your token and press the initiative button on the sheet, and it should automatically put your roll, into the initiative tracker.
By the way, I think I'm the only one here.
I'm here.
I'm almost
Okay.
here.
Though, in all honesty, I don't think it's a good idea for 3 people to go into an arena.
Yes, totally good idea.
You have both Galvin and Apollo.
Excessive.
No?
Yeah, I'd rather not have to have another problem where I'm fighting like 18 bandits.
18 bandits? I don't know what you're talking about.
It wasn't 18.
Space
It was like
bandits.
9. But again, this morning, Tyler was DMing a game that I'm a part of, and he had 3 people go against 9 bandits and a bandit leader in D&D 5e.
I assure you that this encounter
Actual
will
3.
not be 19 bandits.
Yeah, I hope.
Do you guys attempt to do anything to get the crowd excited?
If
I
Golden
yell, are you
wants-
not entertained?
if Golden wants to flex his arms like and go, yeah.
Excellent.
I'm here to crush skulls, and then I'm here just I McCree my gun. I essentially do the whole cowboy thing and holster it
Good.
with my
Roll a
semi-auto pistol.
roll something. Anything.
Anything?
Well, something charisma based. Diplomacy, intimidate.
For Golden, he'll roll his diplomacy because
You can do acrobatics, athletics. You're really just showing
So
off.
that's Golden. That's Golden's diplomacy, and I'll do I'll do a cool backflip.
Okay.
So I don't know if you're actually seeing these rolls or not, but on my end, Golden rolled a 19 on his diplomacy, and I rolled a 29 on my acrobatics.
Wow, I definitely don't see them, but
Yeah, I don't
Let
see
me
them.
refresh my page and see if that does anything. Oh, apparently I have no internet. Thanks for telling me, goddamn computer.
how is that possible when we can still hear you? You aren't on the table, though.
My phone is literally hooked to my computer to the point where I can, do that awesome thing with computers. Um, okay, come on. Turn off tethering, see if that does anything.
Okay, now I've got you back on the table.
Good. Sorry, again, things are a little hectic around here.
No, they're not. They're just.
Because Golden here wants to keep borrowing my phone.
I'm not borrowing your phone. I'm doing you a favor.
By
Answering the
borrowing my phone
Answering
while
the question.
I'm trying.
Answering the question you've been asking yourself for years.
Only a year because that's how long I've had this phone.
You are live on stream.
Yes.
Crazy kids.
So there's my
Okay.
acrobatics. I hope it's decent. 27
Why do they have to make acrobatic checks?
to get the crowd pumping,
Oh.
and you're doing a diplomacy to be awesome and charismatic.
Hashtag awesome charismatic.
Not really charismatic.
As an android, I'm just gonna stand there because I'm not very good at getting people
You do shadow
riled
box.
up. I'm just a robot.
Okay. Okay. Trax is profession arse kicking? How is that?
That's just me ruling, you know. I enter this crowd and I scowl and just my look at the crowd that sits everybody down. They're just calm. That's our speaking check. I
Profession
appease the entire crowd just by looking at them and scowling.
arse kicking. Okay.
That's our speaking with charisma. Thank you very much.
All right.
All right, so could Golden and I roll for, you know,
Initiative.
yeah.
Yes, no, maybe so.
Currently, I only have Tara 13 in the initiative tracker.
Wow. Oh, that is shit initiative for Apollo.
Let's go, Golden.
Yeah, let's go Golden. See if we can actually. Things be lagging. There we go. Hey, he did better than me. I guess as a sniper, that's okay.
Now, so roll my initiative.
What was that?
I was asking I saw everybody rolling their initiative, so I was wondering if I should do that.
Yeah, for tracks. Yeah, definitely roll initiative. Okay, so
Did you have your token highlighted? Because you didn't pop up.
it's all right. I put it in there.
There you go.
But yeah, what you want to do is you select your token before you roll
Yeah, I
it.
thought I did that already as a thing.
Huh.
Absolutely.
Well, it's all right. I put it in there for you. So, to describe what occurs, a team of 2 male Karasha Lashuntas and a Vesk, a female Vesk armed with a stun gun. What?
What's the name of the guy?
What? What?
Just asked if her name was Oguzai.
Oh. No, she wouldn't have been able to get that job that fast. They lead with stun guns, guide a harnessed and chained creature through the metal door at the other end of the arena. They latch the harness clips onto either side of the door before hastily retreating. Retreat. Damn you. And then once far enough away, the handlers remotely unlock the clips. You guys have a couple of rounds to actually do things because it is it's chained up. It's in this sort of harness, but it looks like it's going to quickly break free of that. So Tara is up first.
Okay, I will. I'm going to do my trick shot, so I'll move. Alright, move there. I'll roll my stealth check for my trick shot.
Okay.
Okay.
So is that your full move?
Oh, I'm gonna fire, but that was
Oh.
that's my stealth.
Gotcha.
It allows me to either use like stealth, intimidate, or bluff to use it. And my specialty is stealth, so. And that's against the creature's CR, which I don't think it'll hit. It's 20 times 1/2 the creature's CR.
20 times?
20 plus 1/2, or something like that. Let me look in the book real quick.
Target. Yeah.
Yeah, DC 20 plus target CR for trick attack.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So this is a CR 4 creature?
So it's a 24. So I don't get to add my trick shot, my trick attack bonus. So it'll just be a standard shot.
Okay. Okay, at 22.
And this would be against kinetic. It's I think a projectile, not a laser.
Yeah, it says piercing on the attack.
Okay, yeah, I forgot I wrote that in there.
That's gonna hit. Dealing 6 damage. Okay, so. Alrighty. Trax is up.
Go Trax.
Go Trax. It's your birthday.
Yeah, I think there's only one thing I can do, really.
I'm sorry, say that again?
All I can do is walk forward. I don't really have anything that's going to be in range, and all I have that's really opposed is a jolting touch. So, was it a surging jolting surge, something like that? So I move forward.
Okay.
And can I ready action or something like that?
If you only did a move action, yes. If you did a double move, you can't. Oh, you did it. Yeah, so one move action, yeah, you can ready an action, either a standard or a move. Basically, you have to tell me what you're readying in case of, but yeah.
Well, the only ranged weapon really the only weapon I have is this semi-auto pistol that has a 30 feet range. So if a creature ever comes into my range before the start of my next turn, I want to be able to take just a shot, right? Not even an attack of opportunity or anything, just a regular shot.
Okay, what's the range?
30 feet around me.
30 feet around you. Okay. Okay. So he has readied an action. The creature attempts to get out of its harness. Galvin?
Oh, hello.
Hi. Are
Photon
you...
mode activate.
Excellent.
First turn of combat. Photon mode activate. Let's go. Hold on. Ruler. Let's see. How far? What's that line for?
I was trying to mess around, trying to see what was 30 feet around me. I'm not proficient in using one plane.
I think it's like 90 feet away. Alright, so I'm going to.
What are you gonna do, Dalton?
I'm gonna move up next to Trax and I'm going to.
Going to move up next to tracks and
Hold on. Go to my thing. Hold on. Solar Rush. Okay. Alright, I'm going to hold an action. Now, I'm just wondering, because of how Stellar Rush is worded, would I be able to hold a Stellar Rush?
would he be able to hold a Stellar Rush as an action?
Because
Because it's worded as a standard action.
Yeah, so I completely disconnected from the Discord.
Okay, well, we still hear you.
But yeah, according to
If it's
Stellar
a
Rush, I
standard
can
action,
make
it's a
charge
standard
up.
action.
He says,
What'd you say?
If it's listed as a standard action, that's what it is.
okay, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna hold a Stellar Rush action. So essentially, I'm readying it for if they get within like 30 feet, I'm going to charge it. I'm going to charge
Okay.
them
So
with a Stellar
you're
Rush.
readying an action. Okay. So the ready to action
Yes,
is
that's
a
what I
standard.
said.
The
The
ready
ready
to
action is I'm going to Stellar Rush them.
Right. When they do what?
Get closer, I guess.
When they go within 30 feet of me.
Okay. Okay, Apollo.
Sorry, being specific. Sorry, enemy. When the enemy goes within 30 feet. Be specific.
Alright, what Apollo will do, Apollo is going to take his turn setting up his sniper rifle, that way he can get the distance.
Okay.
And that's all he does.
That's a full round action.
In order to get the range, yeah.
Okay. Tara 13.
Okay, I'm going to move a little bit and do another trick shot.
Okay. You know, the way you're calculating, you should be moving diagonals rather than... Yeah. Also, if you hold... When you grab your token, if you press Q every time you...
I did that. That's what I do.
Cool.
I always do that. I always do like the Q thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna make a stealth check.
$23.
That work against creature's DC.
Oh yeah, that's right. 24 is what you need, right?
I guess if it's a CR4, then yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's just do a normal shot. I also forgot that I have weapon specialization for sniper rifle, so I forgot to add some extra damage to that real quick. But I'll do that now.
Okay.
Yeah, just adding your level damage.
Yeah, I forgot to do that.
Okay. 23 will hit for 6 damage.
Oh, wait, never mind. I gotta reload this rifle. I forgot it's a single shot rifle, so disregard that. I gotta reload.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Sorry about that. I forgot this is a single shot. New weapon.
It's alright. So he moved and reload. Tracks. Yeah, your ready to action did not go off. It's still attempting to escape its harness.
So if I look at the creature, like what's apparent to me? Does it seem to be just like a brutish monster that's going to charge at us with claws and fangs out, or is it more
Yes.
of a thing using tools and weapons?
Oh no! Yeah, it's definitely a brutish four-legged beast, big teeth, ugly mouth, some kind of alien critter.
Okay. Can I try to spot any sort of weak spot or interesting thing that's like a big blob that seems to be very soft? If I shot it, maybe it would explode.
What kind of skills do you have about figuring out creatures?
Life sciences, my man.
Go ahead and roll that.
All right. Nat 1.
Well, that's pretty good bonus for a nat 1. So I will say this. It's a large magical beast. You have seen pictures of them. It is called a Xaric. I believe it's a native of Kasath. I think it's a native of Kasath that the Kasatha brought with them. I think.
But mechanically speaking, in terms of pew pew bang bang explosions, what can I detect out of that?
Unfortunately, that's exactly the amount of information you would get. Is you've seen a picture of it, you know it's something that you've seen, but that's about it.
So for an animal one, I don't know it because I know life sciences. I know it because it's common culture.
Sure. Yeah. And the DC for recalling knowledge is 15 plus the CR, and it's a CR4 creature. So.
Okay, so I suppose I'll do the same thing. I'll ready action, and at this point I'm not just looking to shoot at it. I'm paying attention to the creature and shooting at it if it comes close. But if they send anything else our way, then I'm ready. Like I'll just whip around and take a shot.
Okay, so you're readying a shot in case other.
In case any sort of hostile comes into 30-foot radius around me.
Okay. The creature continues to try to get free from its harness. Galden. All the crowd is like, boo!
Okay, so in that case, I'll just go on to stellar mode version 2.
Okay.
Attunement points, awesome. Alright, so let's see. So this thing is just trying to get free of its harness right now?
Yeah.
Alright, I guess, yeah, I'm just going to, go ahead and stellar rush it. Yes.
Stellar rush right now or as a ready to action?
No, I mean, I was thinking I was just gonna do it right now. I mean,
Okay.
we're supposed to be fighting this thing.
Yeah. I only asked because you ready to action last time. I thought that's what you were going to do. So.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's definitely still trying to get out of its harness, though.
Yeah. I only don't. The reason why I only read it last time is because even though it says as I can do this as a standard action, I don't think that I'd have been able to move a 60-foot charge with a standard action. That just doesn't sound right at all, even with the movement. So, yeah.
Don't you have a higher than 30-foot base speed?
No, I have 30-foot base speed.
Okay. I thought you had a 50-foot, but... Oh, I'm thinking of Meat Punch. Never mind. Meat Punch, the fast one. All right.
I'm pretty fast. I got a 40-foot movement speed.
And so,
Nice.
now I have to roll attack roll, so just roll me. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just...
Okay.
Yeah, just roll me that attack roll. So does a 22 beat its KAC plus 8?
It does indeed. Oh, KAC plus 8.
So I'm substituting a bull run instead of an attack.
Gotcha. Unfortunately, it won't.
Okay, well, so that just means I don't push it, but either way, it has to make a reflex save.
Yeah.
DC 14.
Okay. So,
Good.
and
Succeed 6.
text. We're gonna do this. That's a 4.
It takes 8 damage.
8 or
Actually, hold on.
if it's 6 and 3 fire, it would be 9.
Eight fire unless my stellar mode says something different. So, it's stellar. My stellar mode, it just okay, yeah. So it'll actually be 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's plus one insight bonus to damage rolls because of photon mode.
As you get up on this thing, you can tell that it's it doesn't look very healthy. It looks kind of sickly. Apollo.
Alright, so now that I'm all set up, I'm going to do a trick attack using my computer skill, which I don't think that works because I need 24. So that sucks.
Okay.
And then I will just fire my sniper rifle.
Okay.
Does that beat its KAC?
It does.
Cool, he takes 6 damage.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Yep, and that's my turn.
Tar 13.
Okay, I'm gonna move up just a little bit. Do my trick shot and my stealth.
That's a 32.
There you go, now you can do your trick attack thing.
I think
And
this is... Yeah,
on top of that.
I think because you're firing into melee, is this where we take negatives? I know
I
that's
think as long as he has a good line of sight, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it is a large creature.
I mean, if we had like 5 guys ganging up on Golden, then it would be a very difficult shot. Or not 5 guys, but like 2 other guys.
And I am using a
Yeah,
sniper
right,
rifle.
well,
So in
yeah.
any case, even if it was at a -4, you'd still hit. So 7 damage. Oh, 7 and 3.
Yeah, I get to add 1d8 to my trick attack.
Okay, so 10 total. It's looking pretty bad. Still up.
So you said that this thing isn't looking healthy.
Yeah, I mean it looks like it started out kind of sickly.
So you're saying that they took the easy stuff at us first.
Sure, I would totally tell you something metagame like that.
Well, then let's put it out of its misery soon.
So tracks, your ready to action did not go off.
Okay. Well, since he's engaged, I'm going to move up just behind him. Say. Yeah, say 15 feet away.
Okay.
Hey, out of curiosity, are you a full operative?
What was that?
Are you a full operative?
Yeah.
Alright, then, in all honesty, you should have 40 movement.
I do, I'm just not moving all my movement.
Oh, okay, I was like wondering, why are you only moving 30? It's like, huh?
I only moved 15 the last time and 10 before that, and then 30. I'm just not moving all my movement because I don't want to get too close.
And sure enough, that's why I'm saying that.
I had a movement range on my rifle.
Okay, anything else?
Nope, that was only 2 move actions, so that's it.
Oh yeah, you did. You double moved. All right. I am going to lurch out and hit Galden. And I'm also going to do a second attack. So I'm going to take, it's a full attack, so I'm taking a -4 to both of these. Actually, I'll just take a single attack at Galvin. That's just the most sensible. I really want to spit some crap across the arena, but that's too tactical. It doesn't think like that. So
What's the hit? What's the hit?
hang on. Well, not a D208, because that would not be very helpful. Holy monkeys, 27 to hit Galvin bite. So KAC. I assume that hits.
I can hardly hear what you're
Did
saying.
you say 17?
A 27?
Okay, yeah, that hits. That hits.
Yeah, 27.
No, it was just hard to hear what you were saying for a second there. God,
Gotcha.
was lagging out on us.
Okay, you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage, and you're going to need to... Yeah, you're going to make a fortitude save.
What would you say?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Never mind.
You're going to take 1 con damage.
Oh god.
1 to his HP?
6 hit
One
points
like con.
and 1 con. because this
means my cost reduced by 1.
so this this creature has venomous stuff in its mouth. Not only that, but it has tasted kasathamine, so it's real happy now.
Oh, cool.
And it's going to continue attempting to get out of its harness. And it's Galden's turn. This is probably the end of this creature. But that good, tasty kasathamine.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go and that's the first I was feeling bad for this thing. You were getting me like, oh, maybe we should save it. Aww.
Aww.
Then it's like, oh, this punk just bit me. No, screw that noise. So I'm going to go. I'm going to. How big is this thing? How big is this thing?
It's large. It's 10 foot with a 10-foot reach.
All right. What's the gravitation like on this world?
Oh, wow. I let's just assume it's normal.
Okay.
Good question, though.
Yeah, it's like I was thinking because that part of me was like, get up on his back and stab your pike into him. So it's like, oh, well, what's the harness like? Like, how's the harness keeping him? Is it just like chains or something like that?
He's entangled in it. I don't know. What are you going for?
I want to try to go and get up onto its back and like stab my pike in.
Okay, so to get up on him would be a grapple check.
Would be like that. Starboard.
I thought that would have been athletics check. Okay, that's fine. Grapple check. Oh. Just pike me a little bit.
Does he grab him?
You would not be if it's the KAC plus 8.
Well, that's for my stellar rush. That's for a bull rush. That's what the bull rush is for.
All right.
Oh,
I believe
that is for my stellar rush. That is
okay.
For
Then let me define.
KAC
Then let me define what's happening here. If you're trying to climb on top of a creature, that is essentially a grapple check,
Okay.
which is a combat maneuver.
Which you have to use a melee weapon to do.
He has to have a melee weapon in order to do that? Why?
Well, no, I mean, like, that's how isn't that how it works? In order to do a grapple check, you have to use your weapon in order to see if you can even hit, or something? Because in, like, D&D, it's normally just, like, an athletics check.
Yeah, this isn't D&D. 246. Alright. This is the first time I'm doing a combat maneuver. So, as a standard action, you can attempt one of the following combat maneuvers. You need to make a melee attack roll against the opponent's KAC plus 8, so it's exactly the same as the rush. So, KAC plus 8 would be 23, and you did not hit that.
Interesting.
So, you attempt to get up on this thing, and it shucks away. That would be as a standard action, so...
Well,
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say. I was saying, would it be possible if I could just get behind it now? Since I failed when I failed to get on, would it be possible if I just got when I got behind it? If I failed to get on it.
No. No.
I can't use my movement to get behind it.
No. Oh, well,
Because the grapple thing is only a standard action.
you can move, but by moving, you are in its threatened range. You could provoke attacks of opportunity.
I think as long as he doesn't leave that threat range, he's fine. Again, he just wants to go like right there.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can provoke his attack of opportunity if you want to get.
Yeah, go ahead. Attack of opportunity. I don't care.
Wait, isn't attack of opportunity only when you leave a zone of danger, as opposed to moving around a creature?
When you move within threatened squares. Remember that it has a reach of 10 feet. Anytime you deal with a creature that has a 10-foot range, it gets very tricky.
Oh, then that means it would have been. That means it would have been hitting me.
It would have.
When I moved.
It could have tried to hit you as you approached, but it was too busy trying to get out of its thing, so it could actually try and eat you.
Okay. So go ahead, make your attack.
16 will not hit.
Hits.
Oh, does it? 16 hits your KAC? I thought yours was a lot higher.
What? I can't hear you.
A 16 hits his KAC? I thought it was a lot higher.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
I already said that.
Okay.
Yeah, attacks of opportunity happens if you do anything else besides taking a guarded step, it says. So yeah, like moving, even if you're within its threat range and you move around, like that's what differs from 5e.
Okay. 9 hit point damage. And you're going to make another Constitution, or Fortitude save. Okay?
What? Sorry, my mouse is double clicking for whatever reason.
That's alright.
I'm pretty sure it's one of the patent. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Alright then. So that's me.
Yeah, so, and then you did get to the other side of it. And it also means that it won't be able to take any attacks of opportunity on other people. And Apollo is up.
And now it's Apollo's turn, which he is going to try again with his trick attack. Nope.
No.
And miss.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Tara?
Okay, I will use my move. Can I use my move action to reload my rifle and then fire?
I believe so.
Okay, I'll do that, and I'm gonna do my
That's what I do.
what's it called, my trick shot.
Okay.
So here comes myself.
Okay, that beats the 24.
But I missed.
Yes, you do. Yep. Okay, and tracks.
Yes, sir. So I take aim with my semi-auto pistol and take the shot. I aim for the eye.
Oh, good. Oh,
Oh no!
that will not hit.
And I don't. Next.
Okay, and is that it? No move action?
No, and when moving, it's still chained up, and it's got its attention somewhere.
Unfortunately, this is the round in which it disentangles itself. And it's going to do my very favorite move. Roll d20 plus. It's going to spit venom in the direction of Trax, missing wretchedly. And it moved in order to get out of its. It was a move action to get out of its harness. It is now free from its harness and can move around, but that is the end of its turn. Galden.
But does the fact that it moved in one of my threatened squares mean I get an attack of opportunity?
It took its move action to get out of its entanglement. So since it didn't move out of your threatening space,
Yeah.
no, you don't get the attack of opportunity because it's still within your range. But all it did was get untangled.
Right.
Alright.
But it is your turn.
Cool. Alright, then I'm going to go and... Awesome. So, fully attuned photon mode. Let's decide. I'm going to... Alright. I'm going to use a full action to use Force Bolt.
Okay. This is a spell-like ability?
Yes.
Okay.
It lets me basically just cast Magic Missile, but in Magic Missile I can choose to use a full action and shoot 3 bolts instead of just 2.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so, because I am in photon mode, I get +1 to each damage to each bolt. So that'll be 6, 4, and 4 to the creature. So 14 damage.
It slumps over, falling into a pool of its own blood. The poor, weak, emaciated Xaric has been reduced to shambles. The crowd goes wild because they're bloodthirsty sycophants. And
freaking monsters.
And all of you feel guilt and shame at killing such a poor creature. It was
no, only Galden's the one that's awful good.
It was
and plus it's part of the job.
It was weakened. It was weakened from hunger, and that was the reason it was not quite as good. But you guys have reduced it to a bloody pile, and everybody cheers for the victors. Hail to the victors. You can see up in like the VIP booth that there are people up there watching. Yeah, you weren't given any visual ID for what you're going for, so I'm going to say that it wouldn't really help. Cool. Sorry. Oh, DC 18. Okay. Apollo, you're the one that's impressive.
What?
You were the one actually impressing people when you did your 27. Galden attempted to impress people, but he rolled an 11. Actually, I think that was right before you showed up, Night Howler. I rolled it for you.
No, I was here, but
Okay.
he rolled for me because the mouse is way too far away from me.
And the original roll a lot better for him, but you couldn't see that because
Yeah.
roll 20 wasn't being good because he rolled a 19 on that.
On the bright side, though, if anyone asks, I'm the one that killed this thing.
That's true.
I did the most damage. I feel guilty about it. Well,
Yes, you do. You will live with the guilt.
Galden needs to go pray. Galden needs to go pray to the Star Lords after this, but
I get to feel
Tyler
bad.
feels okay with this. Tyler can say, I killed that thing. I killed it like a dog.
My 2 shots, I think I did about a total of 16 or 17 points of damage total with both my shots, and then I missed one.
I did 25 points of damage total.
Damn.
Nice. The winners of the fight
I think I
receive
did
a...
about
What's that?
7. I think I did about like 6 damage. Oh no, excuse me. No, yeah, I did about 6 damage total to it.
Yeah, because I had my Stellar Rush, and then I just used a full action to hit it with some magic, with a magic.
All right, so you definitely are going to get paid for winning the match. It's going to be in
Funds to a what is this creature called?
It's called a Kasarik, K-S-A-R-I-K, and I believe it is a Kasathan creature from the planet Kasath, I think. I will check that.
I'm going to go and I'm going to donate some of my winnings to a Kasarik,
Wildlife Protection Society.
Kasarik Wildlife Protection Service, that's right.
Great. All right, so I'm going to calculate how much you actually got. We're going to do that later. I think I'm going to end this here for right now. You guys are going to basically, like, the people in the VIP room are going to come down and chit chat with you because you're so awesome. You're so awesome.
I'm awesome.
You killed this helpless creature. It's so cool. I love watching bloodbaths in the arena.
It's like, I will not smash his face in. I will not smash his face in. I will not smash his face in. I have my hammer in my hand, but I will not smash his face in.
Yeah,
I'm
just remember, subtle.
Grin.
Subtle.
I will not turn him into a blood puddle.
Great. So let me minimize that. We're nothing else got sent into the arena. That would have been a dick move in the first place.
Yeah, it would have been like having 6 bandits here out of nowhere.
No, really. I mean, it would have been a dick move. He had to face off like 5 of these things, but I mean, I took that thing down with a Stellar Rush and a magic missile. So.
Anyway.
Great. Yeah, and Rusty, the one out of 4, 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4. That was how many rounds it took for him to get out of the harness. It takes 4 rounds. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. Like, they put this thing into the arena with you. It can't get out of its harness for 4 rounds. It basically describes that, you know, the player characters can take this time to go in and do all this stuff. It's like, this is a weak, hungry creature that's been starved. And you need 4 rounds while it, you know, fights against its harness. Like, that's just cruel. That's like the people that pay for to go on a safari hunt, and then they shoot a creature that's chained up because they want it to be easy enough to do. All right. I'm going to do real dice rolls for the multi-corps. Let's do this. This is the end of today's session for the game. I'm going to, we're just going to pause it here. We'll start back up Sunday on this exact same adventure. You guys will still be undercover. I'm going to roll some baseline stats for these multi-corps. I have everybody assigned to one except for our two. I'm going to put Pyramides and I saw his name. Where is he? He was here. I saw it. It was real. Carl Max Bobo. DM Bobo. I'm going to put both of them into GoCom networks, and I'm going to leave everybody else the way they are. Night Howler, we put you in Naga Hokame Corporation. You and Tri-Edge both will be in charge of that one. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay.
Do I get to blow stuff up?
Technically, it is possible.
Do I get to destroy New York City?
No. I can't say no because there are infinite potentials and so on, but it's not part of my campaign.
Do I get to be the hypest member of the stream?
That you have already done.
Hashtag Team Navajo people, let's go.
So, I've got you all set up for these corporations. Did I pin this one? I think I did. Yes, this is pinned. Good. So, wow, I actually don't know how I can put this on the screen without showing things that I don't want to show. So we're not going to do that. We're going to...
That's just a stream, a live stream.
How do I want to do this?
But the stream chat is...
Say what?
Where are you from?
Say that again. I can barely hear you.
Where are you streaming on?
Twitch.tv/ZytoRaven.
Stream sniping, let's go!
No stream sniping.
Stream sniping!
No.
That's all right. You can. That's the beauty is now that you've been through it, you can totally watch the stream video.
That's not what stream sniping means.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Essentially, while we're playing the game, we'd watch what you were doing.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And if you had done that while we were playing, I would be very, very angry. In fact, I would probably kick you from the group. So please don't do that. You can watch it afterwards. You can watch it after the session to review for your pleasure.
Wait, hey, no one? Hey, you know what? The only stream sniper here is Apollo.
Is that some kind of joke because I use a sniper rifle?
Yes.
Great. So
I'm going to go on now.
I can't hear you guys very well, and I've got Galden up on 200.
That's because we're not talking to you right now.
Oh. Oh, my bad.
Damn, those be fighting words.
Yeah.
Oh god, if you had somebody editing your stream right then and there, would have been a perfect time for you to just have the entire screen go black and white, and then have the "In the Arms of an Angel"
Oh dear.
song.
Oh god! Oh my god! You have no idea how many times I make that joke. We have to call up Sarah McLachlan when my bird gets really upset, and I say, "Who's abusing or neglecting my bird?" Well, do we have to call Sarah McLachlan up and get her? Oh, every time. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I wanted to stream actually rolling these dice, but since we're only setting baselines, I'm going to roll it all out and put it onto the documents. I'm going to get in touch with each of you and let you know. I need your emails to be able to add you to the list for people who can edit the documents. So I will get your emails from you by message on Discord. And then I'll share the documents to you. I will add campaign secrets that are going to be for each individual person. Well, for each individual multi-corp. Shouldn't say individual person. And as of Sunday, I will allow you guys to begin using your pool of action points to do things that you would like to do with your subsidiary corporations. So I'm going to get all the baseline stats set up before Sunday. For Sunday's game, I will also hopefully be streaming again, and you guys are going to be able to begin playing these multi-corps, which I really hope it turns out the way I want it to, because it can be pretty fucking cool. I will preface by saying, please don't share the campaign secrets with other players unless they're in your corporation. Yeah. That's what I'll say about that. And
honestly, like, I like today was just like, I was expecting a lot of different stuff today. Like, earlier, Jordan told me apparently we're going to be doing the corporation thing today. I was like, oh, okay. And then I had to leave to go do stuff. And then I got back, like, oh yeah, we ended up doing something different because you weren't here. I'm like, wait, because I wasn't here, you did something different. That you could have still done it. It's like, no, we do a different plan. Stop telling me about two different things at once.
Well, you're just gonna have to get used to the fact that it's complex. It's multifaceted.
No, the only thing that was complex is that he was talking about two different things at the same time. He was talking about how last week I had talked about a plan of making the people think I was just Kasatha to bring out the person who's been killing
the
people.
Yeah.
And that we did a different plan because I was like, okay.
Right. Yeah, because the group was pretty.
Corporation thing.
Yeah, the group was pretty gung ho about infiltrating Viterratech, and it was a good idea. And you may still very well be able to do that. At this point, the Akaton police could actually help you, could support you in doing a mission like that. But they definitely wanted to interrogate the people that you guys captured first. That way they have a lot better information. They can give you guys the support and resources that you need. You can plan it out a little bit better. Even though it was a good idea and a good concept, it definitely would go a lot better, less chaotically, we'll say.
When do I get my constitution back?
It's constitution damage. I don't know how that heals. I think it's 1 for every 8-hour rest you have. So
yeah, it's one. You get 1 back for every regular extended rest. So like a night's sleep, you get one back. So if you had lost 3, it would take 3 nights to get all back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think if you take a full day of resting, that you get double that. So it's like, if you 8-hour rest, it's normal, but if you rest for an entire 24 hours, I think it's double.
I think you're right.
Either way, it will take a little while, and you'll have things to do before then. We're going to pause it there. We will start this up again Sunday, and we're still continuing with this. This adventure is called the Solar Sortie. I don't know why it's called the Solar Sortie. I don't even know what a sortie is, but that's what it is. And I will get with each of you before Sunday to let you know what is now available to you to run your multi-corps. And Sunday should be pretty interesting. I will roll baseline stats tonight, and that's just setting it up so that it's as though these companies have been in action for some time before now. And then from that point, you guys will have full control over them to run them as you please. Run them into the ground if you want to, but that's probably not a good plan. Either way, I will see you all Sunday night if you can be here, and thanks for being here. As for stream, I'm going to be shutting that down, so I'll log off here and I'll talk to you guys Sunday. So, stream, I love you, sort of, kind of. I'm glad anybody who may have watched this had an opportunity to watch this crazy nonsense that we call a campaign. And I'm going to roll out some stats. I'm going to do it off stream. For the baseline stats for these companies, actually describing the math probably wouldn't help anybody. So I'll just say that I'm not doing anything extreme. It's just setting the very starting point for these subsidiary corporations in the corporate war. I assigned at least one player to each of the multi-corps, and those corporations are called Arcanext Incorporated, GoCom Networks, Naga Hokame Corporation, Novatech Allied Incorporated, Quasar Industries, and Jinti Holdings. Jinti Holdings is a combination of Jinti Holdings and Viteratech. Those are two companies that are directly referenced from the campaign setting material from the Pact Worlds and from the Armory, which also includes some information about them. The rest of them are all home creation construct things. They're called the Big Five, and the reason I did that is because they were made from the Big Ten of the Shadowrun Corporation, which I merged two companies into one for each of the five of these. It's complex, it's weird, it's funky right now because we're getting that snowball rolling. By the time it gets rolling, it'll be a big snowball, like this big. This big. I can't make it that big. I'm gonna roll those stats. We're gonna do it off stream. Thanks so much for watching. We love you. Bye-bye.